Hi and welcome back to the channel. Yeah, we're going to be doing a little more of the Halloween stuff. The second of the Halloween videos, and this time around it's an Australian film. Filmed not too far away from where I live, in Williamstown. Now, there's only one other horror movie I know of that was filmed around here, and that was a quite sanguine movie called Body Melt, which was filmed about 4 streets away from my place right here. But apart from that, don't get a lot of horror films that are filmed out this part of the world. But this one was, and it's a little bit of fun, a bit of a hidden gem, a bit of a lowish budget, good, honest, old-fashioned horror film. And it is Blood Vessel. Now, Blood Vessel really didn't ping on my radar. In fact, I got the DVD as a part of a buy 2 get 1 free deal at JB Hi-Fi. I thought I'd take a punt on it, and it's rewarding. It's a lot of fun. Now I'm going to read you the synopsis that we've got on IMDb off my phone, so excuse me while I read off my phone. Somewhere in the North Atlantic, late 1945, a life raft adrift at sea, and in it the survivors of a torpedoed hospital ship. With no food, water or shelter, all seems lost until an abandoned German minesweeper drifts ominously towards them, giving them one last chance at survival. Now, things don't go well. It's a horror movie, so you can't really expect it to go sunshine, lollipops and rainbows, but it's a nice, honest horror movie. Set, as I said, in 1945. You get one of those melting pot casts, a little bit like Alfred Hitchcock's Lifeboat, but not really. It stars Nathan Phillips. Nathan Phillips is an interesting actor. He was in a really good Australian science fiction movie a few years ago called These Final Hours, which you should check out if you haven't already. And he does a good, honest kind of Aussie bloke kind of role, which is a lot of fun. We've got Alyssa Sutherland playing a British nurse in there. Alyssa Sutherland people might remember from Vikings, though I have not seen Vikings. We get a cowardly British scientist played by John Lloyd Fillingham. We also get an American kind of Goomba character played by Mark Diaco, a Russian sniper played by Alex Cook, and a black merchant seaman played by Christopher Kirby. Christopher Kirby has a nice presence about him. He's a fine actor. And one of the things that I would complain about in this movie is the black guy dies too early. Now, there's a trope in horror films and other films pretty much, where if there's an ensemble cast, the black guy dies first. That took away from the movie a little bit for me when the black guy died almost first. We also get Robert Taylor, not that Robert Taylor, the Australian Robert Taylor, playing the captain of the sunken hospital ship. He is in there for a while and then is no longer part of the cast. The castaways find this abandoned German boat, and there is a little girl hiding on it. Now, I'm not going to do too many spoilers about this one, because I want you to get the reveal, because there's a slow creeping thing. You know something's going wrong. There are red lights all over the ship, but that was part of the World War II thing when people needed to protect their night vision at night time. And there are Nazi flags all over the ship. They find some weird things aboard the ship. The lifeboats have got holes in them. The crew died badly. And there's a whole bunch of Nazi gold and occult memorabilia in there. Now, if that was me, I'd be patching up one of the lifeboats and getting the fuck out as quickly as I could. But they don't know what's happening. They're not a movie audience. The castaways find a little girl who's been hiding aboard the ship, who is not quite what she seems, and things go west from there. Now, I'm not doing too much of a spoiler on this one. I'll just give you one clue as to what the hell is going on aboard this ship. And the title gives away a little bit of it as well. But it was filmed in Williamstown aboard HMAS Castlemaine, which was a Bathurst-class corvette during World War II and is now preserved as a museum at Williamstown Pier. There was also another Australian ship. I think there may still be an Australian naval ship called HMAS Vampire. That's all I'm saying. So just to get back to the movie, the ensemble works well. There's a lot of tension between the different people, and there are cultural differences and other bits and pieces that ramp up the tension as these people start getting freaked out by wondering what the hell happened while aboard the ship. The movie was directed by Justin Dix and written by Justin Dix and Jordan Prosser, who are part of an effects company called Wicked of Oz, which is kind of a cool name. They work out of Melbourne and do a lot of special effects for movies and other productions. And the monster work in this movie is top drawer. The monsters themselves look good. They're not entirely unfamiliar kind of monster, but the effects really make them come to life, or undead. But the makeup effects are great. The set design is fantastic. They worked really hard in very limited and very tight circumstances aboard HMAS Castlemaine. The boat's a museum, so they had to take out all the museum stuff and fit it full of Nazi things, and just getting the camera angles and being able to shoot the movie was a major problem for them, including getting some of the props down into the hold of the ship. The extras on the DVD are worth it. They really give you the history of the production. They talk to the actors, they talk to all of the people involved in the shoot, and as these things go, as the extras go, it's really well produced. It's put together well. They do some of the line readings, they show you some of the rehearsal process. There's a lot of back stuff in the DVD of Blood Vessel. So even if you're going to watch it on a streaming service, Umbrella Entertainment have put this out as a physical medium, and I recommend that you I recommend that you buy it for the simple reason that the extras are worth the extra effort, and the price is not too bad either. So just to summarize, I like the movie, I like the cast. I think Nathan Phillips and Alyssa Sutherland are good in it, as are the supporting cast. The monster work is great. The reveal, there are some little pacing issues I have with the reveal of what the monsters are, but once things get going, it really works. And there's a little bit of anachronistic dialogue in there as well, which is another one of my bugbears with period films. And apart from that, it's a good, honest monster movie. It was made in 2019, so it's very contemporary. I think making a period piece movie with limited resources and under the circumstances of our other film fell through, so we're making this one, which is how the movie got made. I think they've done a fantastic job, and I want to see more stuff from the production company, Wicked of Oz, and from the cast as well. It's a nice, honest horror movie. Now, it wasn't really scary for me, but then I'm a desensitized bastard, and the only thing that scared me in the last 10 years is Suspiria. And you should check out my video about Suspiria, because there's a little bit of a history there. It's a good Halloween horror pick, and if you are, like a lot of my friends are, watching horror movies for the month of October, you could do a lot worse than picking up a copy of Blood Vessel or purchasing it digitally if you have to. But yeah, it was nice to do an Australian film for this little October fest I am having with horror movies. I'm not going... Where will I go next with it now? I'm just looking over at the stack of movies that I've already got for October. I think I may go to Japan next time around for something really weird and wonderful. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. As always, wear a mask, follow the signs, look after yourselves. Watch some good horror movies, watch some bad horror movies. Take a punt on movies that you might not otherwise watch. And of course, you can support the channel as well on patreon.com/paleocinema. Next year I'm doing extra content for the Patreon supporters. I'm kind of planning that at the moment, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's about it this time around. Watch good movies, watch bad movies, watch a lot of horror movies, and I'll see you next time.